Welcome everybody to a straight shoot, quick shoot. Today we're gonna be talking Alexa Bliss and what is going on with this once red hot, potentially spearhead of the women's division, now being the spearhead of the 24/7 title. Don't get us wrong, we love Alexa Bliss. We don't think that this is the end of Alexa Bliss in the main event picture, but we haven't seen Charlotte Flair in the 24/7 title picture. We haven't seen Becky Lynch. And yeah, we have.
We did see Becky Lynch 2 weeks ago.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You got me there. That being said, we still have Little Miss Bliss in the 24/7 title picture. And Steve, something tells me that you're not the biggest fan of this.
I fucking hate this, and I hate every second of it, man. Alexa Bliss is absolutely number one of the, I would say, cornerstones of the current women's division. That is active. That is active. Before you guys crucify me in the comments. Currently, Alexa Bliss is one of the cornerstones in the women's division right now. That is active. She is a multi-time women's champion. She is a Money in the Bank winner. She had probably one of the best creative runs for any female superstar with Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. This woman is a creative genius when it comes to revamping her character. She's not able to be used in ring. She is doing something backstage. She is a host of WrestleMania. Just remember, guys, up until this year, since her debut, Alexa Bliss had not missed a WrestleMania. Since her debut. Never. And now she is brought all the way down to the 24/7 title. And she's a one-time. Honestly, I would have preferred to see somebody kick out of that pin roll, because it's almost like a plague on your career. Except for unless you're R-Truth. You should not have a 24/7 title on your list of accomplishments. You're basically Crash Holly with the hardcore title. Is that who I'm saying? Crash Holly, not hardcore. Crash Holly.
Yeah, it's Crash.
What in God's name? Yes, okay. Alexa was off because she had to have a very invasive nose surgery to fix her breathing issues. And she was off for a couple of months. Granted, okay, that's fine. Then she got married to Ryan Cabrera. Yes, okay, you're gonna take more time off to, do your wedding, do your honeymoon. She's back now. She's there. I'm not a very big fan of her new entrance music. I preferred the Twisted Bliss stuff, and they could have done something a little bit better, but I think she's gone into the whole rock and roll because she's married to a rock star, or at least a 90s pop star, whatever we're gonna call them. But Alexa Bliss deserves better. Sorry, my Alexa just went off again.
Now, what is better? What should Alexa Bliss be in? Because I look at where the women's division is right now, and like when it comes to a potential title picture on Raw, I don't see her really being a good foil to the likes of Bianca Belair. But over on SmackDown, I see her being a fantastic foil for the likes of Liv Morgan.
Absolutely. Like, she, granted, with the tag team matches that they've been put together in, kind of the whole build up to the Money in the Bank about them tagging together and both getting put into it together, that would have been a great storyline. But Santi, how many times do we have to see Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch? How many times?
One more time at SummerSlam, probably.
I don't give a fuck, and I hope this is over in 20 seconds. Seriously, I don't care. Bianca, I love Becky. Bianca can squash her in 20 seconds because I don't want to see this match. I don't care. They could have built this to Little Miss Bliss, Twisted Bliss, whatever version of Alexa Bliss we have going on right now. They could have built her into this, had a good 12-minute match at SummerSlam between her and Bianca, because just remember, Bianca did squash her in the Elimination Chamber after Alexa worked her ass off. And what, got 2 eliminations? So at that point, Alexa deserves some revenge somewhere. Book that. This goes back to what we talked about on our last podcast about creative not being good enough. Alexa Bliss is a good enough character and a phenomenal performer that she should be involved in the title picture.
Okay, so I want to maybe scare you a little. I can't think of anybody that has been part of the 24/7 title picture that has been put back into a main event slot. Can you?
Agreed. Nope. Sorry. Alexa, pause.
Yeah, I guess this is a difficult topic for you if you have your Alexa back there, because I mean I can't really think of anybody that spent any significant amount of time in the 24/7 title picture being put back into the main event. And the last major world champion that I've seen in the 24/7 title picture was Jinder Mahal. Now, I'm not going to compare Jinder Mahal to Alexa Bliss. Hell no, that's unfair. But it
Why
is
not?
because Alexa has a far higher pedigree than
I thought you were going the other way around. Sorry.
No. Alexa has a much higher pedigree than Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal makes more sense in the 24 title picture, far more than the likes of Alexa Bliss. That being said, I'm only comparing the two because they're both former world champions that are being put into this picture. The one, Jinder Mahal, never came back out of that status. Would he have risen back up to main event status without the 24/7 title kind of being part of his legacy? Probably not. So it's still not really comparing apples to apples, or hell, even apples to oranges. I'm probably comparing apples to a fucking giraffe right now. Like, they're so different but it's the closest thing that I have. The one, Jinder Mahal never came back to the main event. Can Alexa Bliss do that? Can Alexa Bliss break the buck of destroying the trend that somebody in the 24/7 title picture cannot be somebody that returns back to the main event fold?
Now, the only thing I can say about this whole situation was there was a roll up, there was a pin. I don't recall Alexa actually grabbing the title and holding it up. She might have. I don't remember seeing it because Doudrop pinned her seconds later. Okay. Then Doudrop won the title, and then somehow Dana Brooke got the title back. Okay. Oh no, Tamina
Dude, who cares?
Whatever.
Who cares?
My thing is, it wasn't longer than I think a 5-second I'm champion, it's over type thing. So it wasn't that significant, but it was the audacity and the balls of creative to put someone of the stature of Alexa Bliss into that situation. If I'm Alexa Bliss, I'm going back to Vince and I am saying office now, because my character doesn't deserve this.
Honestly, this is going to be silly what I'm about to say. The only main eventer that I want holding the 24/7 championship is Roman Reigns. Just more gold on the bloodline, because
100%.
It's the only one that makes sense, because everybody else, how do I say this? We have yet to find a superstar elevate the 24/7 title. The 24/7 title de-escalates the talent. Right? We haven't seen the talent bring up the title. We've seen the title bring down the talent.
The only time the 24/7 title was relevant was that segment with R-Truth announcing he was going to join the Rumble and throw Paul Heyman over.
I would disagree. I would disagree. I would say Bad Bunny. It was probably the last 24/7 title that was of note. And heck, Bad Bunny got out of that and became a WrestleMania headliner. So kudos to him. But that's also Bad Bunny, one of the most famous people on the planet. Maybe that might be a better comparison, Bad Bunny to Alexa Bliss, because Alexa Bliss is a very well-known, highly respected, incredibly popular WWE superstar. Can she be the one that elevates herself out of this title picture. Is that a 1 week one-off where it's just like a funny little segment that we never see again? I hope so. And if it is, I could be interested in seeing main event folks in the 24/7 title picture if it's a one-day thing. If we're gonna give us a funny backstage segment, I would think it would be hilarious to see a backstage segment where Goldberg spears the 24/7 champion, pins him, and now Goldberg is 24/7 champion for one day and he gives it up. I think that could be interesting and funny if we have main event caliber talent in the 24/7 title picture. One-offs. You keep them there for more than a one-off, you're damaging the talent.
Okay, so I want to go back to the Alexa Bliss problem. Is this going to situate her into a point where she can't go over to SmackDown, because we all know that the brand split is still technically there, but it's not? Does Alexa Bliss have a chance, because she is technically a face currently? Doesn't look like there's going to be any turn at this point, and Liv Morgan's situated in some bullshit feud with, who's she feuding? Natalia,
yeah.
Oh yay, that draws numbers. Can we see maybe the twisted Bliss with the twitch and the darkness come back and say, you know what, I'm done playing games, I want my title back?
Hell yeah, I would love to see that. And if we did see that, no one would bat an eye, because it's Alexa Bliss. No one would say, ooh, well, they're pushing some 24/7 schmuck to the... No, it's fucking Alexa Bliss. Like, everybody is going to be immediately on board. So is this an Alexa Bliss problem? I don't think so. I think this is an us problem, where we are a little too butthurt about this, if I'm being honest.
I'm pissed about it.
I know you are, but I don't think that this is going to lead to damaging repercussions that will hinder Alexa's career moving forward, like it did someone like a Jinder Mahal.
I really hope not, because she deserves so much better, and even Lily says so.
All right, Steve, where can people find you?
Guys, you can find me on twitch.tv/Mr. Tesh. I am back to streaming 4 nights a week. Yes, I do have crossover with other pro streamers with maybe a bit of a more following than me, but we won't get into that for another about 10 seconds. Santi, what about you?
Oh, we're getting into it. That other streamer is me. Twitch.tv/Santi Steve. You can find me over there. Link in the description below. I stream 6 nights a week with the exception of Wednesday nights. Please come on over and say hello. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
That was a longer one than usual.
No, it wasn't.